It's time for another edition of Hey Whatever Happened To. This is the segment where we take a figure from the pop consciousness who has maybe faded from view a little bit and we say, hey, whatever happened to that person? Just check up, see how they're doing. It was my turn to choose, and I'm very excited to tell you whatever happened to Aaron Carter. You may remember him. He was America's sweetheart, a teen heartthrob with such hits like That's How I Beat Shaq and, of course, Aaron's Party. If you don't remember, here's a little refresher.
People all around, you got to. Everyone together, sing it loud. Jump all around, come on. What? Say it again.
So
I know.
It's such a jam.
That brings back so many memories.
He also had the song I Want Candy, and in doing my research for this segment, I found a recent video, as recent as like 2015-16, of him singing I Want Candy. He can sing it in the same key that he sang it from when he was a kid. So boy's got chops. Boy has
I have
got
to go see
some
that.
chops.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah, he's a really great live performer. He was raised in front of the spotlight. Obviously, you know him because of his older brother. Nick Carter was a member of the Backstreet Boys. They would go on tour together. He basically started as a stadium artist, practically, playing in arenas and stuff. He was also well known for dating both Lindsay Lohan and Hilary Duff, sort of at an overlapping time period, and so that was hot team drama. And then, his music sort of tapered off. As things go with teen heartthrobs, it's sort of hard to ride that wave. And then he came back into view in 2006 because there was the E! Reality show that I did not watch, but dear Lord, please tell me this is on Hulu. It's called House of Carters, and it just showed what all 5 of the Carter siblings were like under one roof. So Nick was there, Aaron was there, and they have other siblings as well. Again, I will need to catch up with this on Hulu. And then jumping back in 2003, he filed for legal emancipation from his mother, June Carter, because he believed that she had stolen over $100,000 of him. Now, you know how it is when kids are famous, their parents sort of become the guardians of that money, and it can get in kind of testy situations. He says around this time, I grossed over $300 million in my career, he told Complex. So they didn't give me my Coogan account, which is 15%. 15% of $100 million is $15 million, so $45 million should have been in my account, and it wasn't. I had 2.1. So basically, he didn't feel like he was getting the money that he should have had. And then from there, we really weren't seeing a lot of music being released from Carter. It was around this time that Aaron Carter became more famous for sort of things that were going on outside of his art, which was 2011. Carter completed a month of treatment at the Betty Ford Center in Rancho Mirage, California. And then in 2013, he filed for bankruptcy, or he filed a petition for bankruptcy in an attempt to rid himself of more than $2 million in debt. And then in 2014, he set the Twitterverse abuzz because he confessed his undying love for Hilary Duff. I don't think I was a pop trigger yet, but I know that she kind of like shaded him, or maybe she didn't respond or something, but he said he had feelings, and so we all got feelings again
married?
Too. Yeah, but love knows no boundaries. And we're gonna talk, he knows about love. That's literally the title of his EP. So in 2016, this was a little weird. Speaking of Aaron's party, the party that Aaron wanted to endorse was Donald Trump. So he tweeted, does America want to have a president who follows or someone who leads? I vote for Donald Trump. And then he did clarify with GQ that he does indeed support Donald Trump, although he doesn't support every little thing. That stuff. And this is where sort of things
from Florida, right?
Take a turn, a little bit of a turn, and then they're gonna get an uptick. This has a happy ending to this one. I know I did Misha Barton last time and I got super bummed, but this one I think has a happy ending. So when Carter and his girlfriend Madison Park were arrested in Georgia in mid-July, this is 2017, the textbook celebrity DUI charge quickly snowballed into a PR disaster. Initially, Carter's team claimed that the singer wasn't even in the car when he was apprehended. He was stopped at an AutoZone en route to Kansas City for a performance. Aaron, who allegedly refused to take a breathalyzer test, was also charged with possession of marijuana and obstruction. His reps counter that Carter uses medical marijuana to treat his anxiety. And this was sort of the beginning of him getting help and getting healthy. He went on the doctors and he sort of opened up a little bit about his eating disorder and some of his other health concerns. This all came along the same time that he came out as bisexual, and so that was a thing for him as well. And that's coming out is always really scary. I remember that, so that's very brave of him to have done. And then the happy part is that he did get treatment, and this is a clip from an interview where he talks a little bit about his treatment and where he's at right now. So let's take a look at this.
One day, something clicked, and I was like, you know what? I have to be honest. I can't keep living this perception of other people within my life. So, You know, I have to change that.
What went into your decision to go to rehab?
Well, I struggle from an eating disorder. So I had 7 ulcers. I was like 115 pounds, super malnourished.
Okay, so that's no joke. You can see in those clips, like he was really, really thin, and he had to gain a whole bunch of weight and work on himself, and he went to treatment. He has since done that. You can tell from that interview shot and just the comparison how much healthier he looks. And he has released, he released an EP before he got treatment that was called Love, and it was just 4 songs. They had Fool's Gold on there, Sooner or Later. I am not kidding. This EP hits. It's got some jams on there. It's not what you would expect from Aaron Carter. It's certainly, at least from the pop songs that we all knew and loved. This is a really serious EP venture as a solo artist. He then released a full album of 14 songs. I looked up some of the reviews online. All of it says like this is a potential for a comeback for him. So that's great. And he's touring the album right now. So go check out his website and stuff and see if he's coming to a city near you. Because, and I will stand by this, your girl has looked up some performance clips. He loves performing. He is killer on the stage. So I'm happy to tell you that is whatever happened to Aaron Carter, and he seems to be doing very well. He hit some hard times. A lot of child stars go through that, and he got help. And he also says that things are good with him and Nick now, because I know that was another.
Oh,
they had some major spats.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, but they're brothers at the end of the day. Yeah, they're brothers at the end of the day. And their father passed away, and they went through some hard things, and the sibling passed away as well, and they've stuck together.
Well, that's nice that there's such a happy ending.
Well,
but like
you never want to jinx it. He went through some stuff.
It's getting happier though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember Aaron Carter at all?
Yeah, 100%.
Do you think that this is the signs of a comeback? He's only 30 years old. He's young. Do you think that Hollywood or the industry is you don't think so?
I don't think it's about forgiveness.
I didn't hear the EP.
You didn't hear the EP. So maybe the EP is really good.
You should watch the videos.
I just don't think that there's a lot of interest.
Why not? I disagree.
You disagree? Why do you disagree?
Well, I mean, I think I hear what you say. Like America has a really short attention span. It sort of feels like maybe he had his moment in the limelight. But I think America also loves a comeback story. And I think that if he keeps putting in the work and the music, and he's always live streaming on his Instagram of him making music.
His music when we were younger felt like novelty music.
Interesting.
It didn't to me, like I remember like his biggest hits, but it didn't seem to me like it was like real music, And
well, you know what?
like,
you don't seem to me like a real internet pop culture show host.
Okay, yeah, I know I don't, but like for instance, like I love the Backstreet Boys. Like if they could make a comeback.
Hot take.
Yeah, I love the Backstreet Boys. They were not novelty music, but for some reason, Aaron Carter just seemed like, okay, we're gonna do this song about basketball here, about Shaq here, Okay,
well, in other breaking news, Amir is dead to me.